Hey, it's the Bruins Benders Podcast, Season 4, Episode 41 with Maddie and Smitty. Is it time yet? Brought to you on the Inside the Rink Podcast Network at InsideTheRink.com. If you're joining us on YouTube, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the Inside the Rink YouTube channel. If you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, hey, give us a rate and review. Sign up for ITR Plus for Benders off-air content as well, and follow us each on X at Benders Smitty and at Mr. Maddie Barry. In this episode, we discuss the top 10 prospects for the Boston Bruins 2 years ago. Also, do you think the Bruins will make a trade before the season begins? And hey, what's up with Georgi Merkulov? All that and more right here with Matthew and Mr. Smith. Right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the Bruins Benders Podcast. Hey, did you hear? Connor McDavid, rumors that he may sign sometime next week.
Okay.
Maybe for like a 3-year at 16 AAV. Yes. And the reason is because Leon Draisaitl signed his deal that time, like the first week in September. So there's some rumors out there that he'll go a 3-year deal, 16 per. And also Jack Eichel may be seeking 15 per. So what I'm trying to get at is those are two big ones.
Yeah,
that are off the board for the 2020 free agents.
Yeah, we've talked about this a bunch of times. The really good players don't usually get to free agency. They don't. So the Bruins trying.
And if they do, they pick where they go.
Yeah. The Bruins trying to bank on guys being available and taking a run at Connor McDavid. Like Connor McDavid's not leaving Edmonton. And if he is, it's going to be for a trade for all of your players. It's not just he's not going to leave as a fucking free agent. Like that shit doesn't happen. Jack Eichel's not going to leave Vegas as a free agent. Those things don't happen. They just don't. So the Bruins to be like, oh, part of our plan is we're going to get one of these big name free agents next year when everyone's available. Well, now there's two guys from the top end that aren't going to be available, and it's going to be the same type of thing. Mitch Marner is going to choose where he wants to go, or a player like Mitch Marner is going to choose where he wants to go, and you're going to be left with your cock in your hand and, $20 million that you're going to spend on the likes of Tanner Jeannot and Sean Corrali and any other fourth line guys that become available next year. That's your MO. Everyone around the league knows it. That's what you do. You sign fourth line guys first, and then don't leave yourself with any kind of money available for elite talent. So congratulations. You got a team of third and fourth liners.
Correct.
And you're going to
the one guy I think could be Kyle Connor who gets there.
You think so? You think it's because he's disenfranchised with Winnipeg, or do you think it's because Winnipeg has to pay your Morrisseys and your Hellebuck and Scheifele, like they have a lot of guys to take care of, or why do you think it's Kyle Connor that ends up being available?
I think he probably wants too much, and you mentioned the other guys. So I think that might be it. Just sort of roster management, salary cap management thing. Yeah. And Connor's not going to take less. So he could get
the free agency, though, or do you think they trade him for assets?
I would trade him if you had any inkling.
Right.
That you did not. So what assets do you have? We can discuss that in Chirp 1 pretty soon, but what assets do you have?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is he's not coming here. If you have assets you want to give up for a guy like Kyle Connor, you have like 2 or 3 guys on the team that have value, and you want to keep those guys to build around. It's David Pastrnak, it's Morgan Geekie, it's Charlie McAvoy, I guess it's Jeremy Swayman. Outside of that, and James Higgins. Outside of that, you don't have any assets. You don't have anybody wants.
No.
Mason Lohrei's stock went through the floor. It tanked because he was Mr. Masters and finished, minus 173 last year. So, you don't have guys other teams want. They're not going to trade Kyle Connor for a bag of pucks and Mason Lohrei. It just ain't happening.
No, they aren't. I mean, so who do you have? You have first round picks.
Yeah, first round picks, and you have James Higgins. Maybe they would take James Higgins, but do you want to give up the chance for having a cost control guy for a few years that could be a franchise center? I don't think you do. If you do, you're absolutely stupid because you're not in a window right now, a win now window.
No.
So if you're giving up that guy, that's just you finally think maybe you got one, and now you're going to trade him. Like that's just asinine.
Well, Sweens does not want to do that. I mean, he can't go to Charlie Jacobs and say, "Hey, we're going to get Kyle Connor and trade away our number one pick, highest pick we've had in years that actually has some potential that was cost controlled for however many years."
Right.
We're going to give up that guy for Kyle Connor, who we should have drafted in 2015. We had 3 chances.
Sweens.
Yeah. We had 3 chances at him. But that's really the only guy. I mean, I'm looking at the list, and then you get into that second tier thing where they're not needle movers. Like they keep talking about the free agency thing. I'm telling you right now, I would be stunned if they were able to change this roster over and really make a big move through free agency. I would be absolutely stunned.
So would I?
Because have to be draft and development, which they suck at.
Yeah, I would be stunned too because you can't really name me the last big time free agent that the Bruins signed. Outside
of Chara.
Yeah, I mean outside of
20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's 20 years ago.
You can't name one that had an impact on the team. No,
and Sweeney hasn't done it. And now it's different because the salary cap is moving exponentially every year, so that teams have the money to keep their big players.
Yes.
So now you have to deal with that thing. Like that's a challenge in itself because now the Vegases and the Winnipegs even, have extra money so that they could just give a guy 15, 16. Edmonton. Years ago, you might have had a chance because
maybe
you were one of the top 5 teams. You were one of the big guns. Now,
you were winning.
So,
you were winning.
Right.
Now that you're not winning,
and you really got lucky with Chara.
Sure,
you got lucky with Chara because he wanted to buy into that rebuild thing and be that guy. But there aren't a lot of Zdeno Charas out there. I mean, the type of guy he is, the type of player he is, like that whole package. Like, there's just not a lot of guys like him, especially now where it seems as though players are much more selfish than they used to be. Let's be honest.
And Chiarelli knew him from Ottawa, so there might have been a little. I'll bring you with me, we'll rebuild this thing from the ground up kind of a thing. You don't have that kind of, Sweens doesn't have that kind of relationship with guys outside the organization. At least I don't think he does. It certainly doesn't seem that way. Even though he's, Mr. Team Canada or whatever. I just, it's going to be a long road, folks. I think it's going to be a long road. And you really, really have to hope that James Higgins is that guy. You need him to be that guy. And then
definitely need to be that guy.
And then you need some help.
Like you need like a Will Moore and a Zellers or somebody else. Like you need another guy.
Yeah, you need to be. As much as I hate to say it, you need to be bad again this year, and you need to supplement. You need more. You need more really good players.
Well, because not only did they get Chara and Savard, but they drafted Krejci, Lucic, Kessel, Marchand.
Yes.
Like they went on a spree in drafting. Like they nailed those drafts. Like they nailed those players. So it wasn't just free agency.
Yeah.
With Chara and Savard. It was the 2010 and 11 teams who were both, wagons were largely those guys they drafted in 04, 05, 06, like in that range. So that was also coming down the pipeline.
You need that again. And look, you had a good draft by all accounts. You had a good draft this year.
Right.
You need to do that again and again and again. Like you need a really good draft again next year and the year after that, and kind of refill this farm system, and then be able to develop those guys. And hopefully, and it seems like it might have actually fucking dawned on the guy finally, that you need to draft and develop, and it hasn't been good here. And maybe Marco Sturm's, frank talk with Sweens about how the Bruins do it and the inability that they have in developing talent. Maybe finally that got through to them, and they're gonna change things up in a positive, and things will go more in a positive direction. But you don't know that, for probably a few more years.
Yeah, true. All right, 7 Chirps is sponsored by Lobster Brewing. Lobster Brewing and Tasting Room in downtown Woonsocket, Rhode Island, specializing in small batch ales and lagers. Open 7 days a week. Use the coupon code SPORTS to get 10% off your online order at Lobster Brewing, or follow them at Lobster Brewing on the social media for new beers and events. Chirp 1. The top prospects from 2 years ago. Listen to this. Okay. Mason Lohrei was 1. Fabian Lysell 2. Okay. Georgi Merkulov was 3. Matt Poitras 4. Brett Harrison 5. Brandon Bussey 6. Johnny Beecher 7. Dan Zlashmelis 8. Trevor Kuntar 9. And Frederic Brunet 10. So Kuntar and Bussey are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison is pretty much on the witness protection program. Don't even know where he is.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got Brunet and Zlashmelis. You've got Beecher is an NHL player on his last legs. And then you've got Poitras. You've got Merkulov, who's an RFA, and we'll talk about him a few chirps from now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Lysell and Lohrei as an NHL player who may not be as great as we thought he was. So this is what you had 2 years ago.
Has some flaws. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I mean, everybody that's ranked farm systems throughout the NHL has had the Bruins at the bottom.
Yeah,
and they may have, I believe this season may have finally climbed out of the cellar.
I think they have
with the addition of Hagens and Moore
or something,
and Sellers.
Yeah,
but it's been bad. It's been barren. It's been terrible. I mean, they've won, so I guess they mortgaged the future there a little bit with trading picks and things like that. But what are you gonna do? I mean, they need to, like I said, they need to have a few more good drafts in a row to be able to, come back to reality, get back to where you can actually play and produce and win in a consistent level.
Chirp number 2. Do you think the Bruins will make a trade before the season begins?
No, I don't think they will. They should, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. I think they talk a big game about Zacha and Mittelstadt and all these other guys. I think they're going with what they're going with in training camp. I don't think they're going to make another trade. I think they would have.
I think they would have too. I think it would have happened. I mean, and maybe, you wait until training camp and then somebody has an injury. Maybe that's a thing, but like they should have done it. It should have happened already. But it hasn't. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see them unload one of those guys and clear some of that salary. Because I don't think Mittelstadt's very good at all. And I'd like to see some of the younger guys get opportunities. Like Fraser Minton, to me, should be the third line center next year, and they should just throw him out there and let him play 80 or 82 and see what happens. See what you have in him. Casey Mittelstadt's a defensive liability and he can't score anymore. So what is that? I mean, that doesn't help you at all. Zacha has been an underachieving guy his whole career. He had one, pretty good season, and then the Bruins signed him, and since then he's been, average. He doesn't want to shoot the puck. He's kind of floats a lot. He's not really a line driver. He needs other really good players around him, and even then, I don't know if he's really that good offensively. Yeah, he's got a great shot, but he shoots like twice a game. He needs to have a different mindset if he wants to be a really good player, and I don't think he has it. And it's not going to change now. He's in his 8th year or something like that, or his 9th year. It's not changing now. He's not going to change the way he plays all of a sudden.
No. The longer this thing plays out, I mean, we've been out of Bruins hockey since mid-April. So we're looking at over 4 months. The more it plays out, the worse I think they are. Like I just like like a month ago, you might have talked me into maybe if things go right, they stay healthy, they play the right way. Like maybe some teams are a little bit worse than they were last year. Like maybe they slide in. The longer this goes and the more I think about it, the more I think that they're still one of the bottom 5 or 6 teams in the league.
Yeah, I've been watching on Facebook, and they've been doing the thing that we did last year, where they post like the top 6 forwards from around the league. Right. Jesus Christ! I mean, the Bruins are in rough shape.
They do not have a second line to speak of.
No,
they don't. They have a bunch of third liners on the second line. That's never good.
It's like you're asking Victor Arvidsson and Tanner Jeannot to play like they played like 5-6 years ago. Like when has that ever worked out well for a team? Oh yeah, well, he's gonna play like he did 6 years ago when he scored 24 goals, or he's gonna play like he did 5 years ago when he was really good. That's not how that works usually.
Ask the Red Sox about pitchers who pitched great 5 years ago, and then they signed them. I mean, it's the same thing. Like that's not coming back. Like,
ask the Bruins how that worked out with David Backes. Like, you got Backes from 5 years ago. It would have been great, but instead you paid him, $6 million a year to do nothing, and you waived the guy and bought him out. Like it just
doesn't work.
No.
Trip 3. Sorry, a post recently on X that showed that Peter Chiarelli wanted to wait to draft Pastrnak later. I thought he'd slide. Don Sweeney, among the people who talked him into taking Pastrnak at pick 25. But wait, I thought Sweeney wasn't ready for drafts. Like, I thought he wasn't a part of that thing. I thought
Chiarelli actually wanted to move up to take him. I think that's what it was.
Oh, he wanted to move up, and
he wanted to move up.
He said,
earlier in the first round.
He said, "No, he'll slide."
Yeah, Sweeney was like, "No, he'll slide to 25." So I mean, I guess you can call that a win for Sweeney. I guess, but can you imagine if Pastrnak had been taken early and Sweeney was like, "No, wait."
Wait.
He'd
probably never get the job.
Yeah. So I guess it's a win for Sweeney, I guess. But I'm kind of more in the camp of Chiarelli, where if you see a guy you like and you want him, go
get him. You've said this a million times.
Yeah,
go get him.
Go get him.
If you have the means to get him and it's not outrageous, you go get him. And you know what? They're both right. Like Chiarelli was right, because he's a dynamic fucking goal scorer.
Absolutely.
And Sweeney was right because he happened to slip. Now, Sweeney's is more of a risk, obviously. But Chiarelli was right. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame Chiarelli for that. He was right. The guy was dynamic. The guy was the best guy there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Chirp 4. How many points this season? Okay, for these 4 guys. Pavel Zacha. Pavel Zacha.
37.
Okay. PC Middlestat.
27.
Morgan Geekie.
65.
Ooh, so another good year from Geeks. Okay.
Yep.
Elias Lindholm.
I want to be positive here, but I'm not going to be. And I'm going to say 41.
Okay. With Zacha, I'm going 40, so I'm about the same. Casey Middlestat, I'm in probably 30. Geekie, I think will take a little bit of a hit. I'm going to go like 55-ish. And then Lindholm, I think I'm going to say with Lindholm, I'm going to say 55-ish. I'm going to say he's going to have a better year with Pastrnak on his wing and Geekie on his wing, and he's healthy.
Yep.
I think he's confident. I think he could potentially have a better year. It all change. But
I was tempted with Elias Lindholm to say the same as Geekie in the 65 range.
Okay.
So that would be my positive Elias Lindholm, and 40 would be my realistic Elias.
So essentially, you're saying he doesn't play the first line all year.
I'm saying that he's the same player that he's been for the last 8 years, which is a 40 guy.
Right.
That was signed to an absolutely ridiculous fucking contract. That's what I'm saying.
Tell you what, That's
The
what we call
positive Elias Lindholm is, he looked good at the end of the year with those two. They had a little something going, a little chemistry, and then he looked good in the Four Nations, and he looked good in the World Championships.
Yeah.
So he seemed to, like you said, maybe he's healthy. He got a little of his confidence back. So I would like that Elias Lindholm to show up. I would like a 65 point. I'd like a 20 to 25 goal, 40 to 45 assists Elias Lindholm playing C1 for the Boston Bruins. That's what I'd like to see.
I mean, it's an educated guess by you because literally people are what they think we are. Who said that once? They were.
We are who we thought we were. I don't know.
Screen. Yeah. Wait, so are we. Chirp 5. Has Fabian Lysell been given a fair opportunity?
No, he has not.
No. And I think he's definitely one of them. Merkulov, you could debate. I still think Merkulov didn't get a great opportunity either.
He didn't.
But Lysell certainly. And you know what? He wasn't terrific when he came up. He had a goal and 2 assists in 12 games and, had his issues. But the team stinks, and he's like a first-round pick you had that you have to give every opportunity to have that thing work in some way.
Yeah,
I just can't afford not to.
I think other teams give their first-round picks, especially their first-round picks, an opportunity to go up to the NHL level, and if they've produced in the minors and show whether or not they can play. Like, they don't start them on the third line. They don't play them 12 minutes a night. Like, they give them a legitimate opportunity. They play them on the power play a little bit. They play, 15 to 17 minutes a night or so, and give them a real opportunity. And I don't think Fabian Lysell's ever gotten that. Even when he was up, he was playing 13 minutes a night or benched in the third period, or, they just really never have given him a fair shake to show that he can play at this level. They sit him against teams that are too physical and too rough. Like, what does that tell the kid? We don't think you're tough enough to play at the NHL level. We don't think you can handle the physicality at the NHL level. That's not a great message. How do you develop a guy if you're saying basically you're a pussy? Like, is that a good message to send to the guy? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't believe so. I don't. That's not the way I would manage the thing.
Maybe it's tough love. Maybe this whole time it's been tough love.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. And you look at. Let's be real. You're a proponent of some tough love. Like you like tough love occasionally, but to beat the guy's bag in and tell him he's nothing at all, and tell him that there's no way that you can play because XYZ. I'm telling you, you got some guys out there who can't play, who's been playing 6-7 years in the league, who can't do anything either, who make the same mistakes he does.
That's what my problem is, the hypocrisy of it. Like, if you're gonna hold that against Fabian Lysell, that he makes rookie mistakes or young player mistakes, but let Mason Lohrei continue to go out there and make the same mistake over and over again. I don't get that. I don't understand it. Is it because you need defense more than you need forwards? That's really not the case. If you're looking at this roster, you don't need Mason Lohrei to go out there and be a minus 65. You don't need that. You need a guy who can actually play defense. So, and you need guys who can score goals. So I think Fabian Lysell should be getting the same type of opportunity that Mason Lohrei has, but he's not, because Mason Lohrei tall and can pass the puck from the defensive end and chip in offensively once in a while. Like, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't been given a fair shake. He just hasn't.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. And I hope he gets us. I hope he makes the club, like, right out of the gate. Like, let's go. Like, what else do you have? Like, let's go. Like, give him a second line spot and just let him play.
Is 12 to 15 third and fourth line players. So where's the opportunity going to come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's sitting amongst that group? And I think it's going to be the young guys. It's not going to be the veterans. It's not going to be the guys you brought in.
He's saying you guys aren't good enough right now. So I'm bringing all these guys in and spending money on them, which is not a great feeling. Like, Jesus Christ, does that mean Fabian Lysell is on the outs? Are they shopping him? Or are they pretty much near the end of the tank with him? Like, that's concerning to me, because, again, he's one of the only first round picks you had the last 6 years.
Yeah,
like he needs to. I mean, I just don't think he managed it well.
John Beecher play as many games in a row that he's played?
I don't know.
He hasn't even gotten an opportunity.
I
How does
have
that
no
happen?
idea. Like, I have no idea because he doesn't. It's not he's this great defensive player. He wins faceoffs, sure, but he skates in a straight line real fast. He has 0 hands.
Mhm.
There's 0 opportunity for him to score or create an opportunity offensively. And he's not this defensive demon. He's not Bob Gainey out there, shutting people down. So I don't know how he played 77 games. I don't.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
I have no idea.
How does Oliver Wahlstrom get 43 games? Because he scored a
43 games
when he was 9.
Yeah, when he's 9. Yeah, because there's this potential. Wasn't there potential in Lysell? What did Wahlstrom do?
Tell me that Fabian Lysell hasn't scored an ice goal after he was 9 years old. You can't tell me that.
Just because it wasn't at TD Garden and Mini 101?
Because he wasn't Mini 1-on-1? Because he's not from Maine? Because he's from Sweden? Yeah. We don't care anymore?
I'm sure he had a gifted, talented goal at once.
I feel like he probably has scored
he pantsed an 8-year-old at some point. Yeah. He did. Yeah, he did. But you know what? Wahlstrom, all those games, never really did it in the NHL. Still hasn't done it. And they bring him in, and again, he completely stunted Tyler Johnson. Brought him in. Completely stunted the growth. Could have started the year with Lysell and said, here's 25 games. If you play like a complete a-hole, then you go back down, and I'm okay with that. But Jesus, give him some rope.
I think it all goes back to they want everybody to play like Patrice Bergeron. I really do.
They do, and it's just not going to happen. And it's also not conducive to winning because defensively, at the end of the day, good offense beats good defense. So at the end of the day, good teams are still going to score on you. So you have to be able to score goals up and down the lineup.
I mean, Cam Neely said it himself. You can't win 0-0.
No, you can't. But now all of a sudden, I feel like they think they can.
You have such a small margin for error.
Oh my God!
If you can't score, you know how many games next year are going to be like 1-0, 2-1,
2-1, 2-0, like
2-0,
3-1, and Jesus, if they just put one in here or there, all of them. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Chirp 6. Georgi Merkulov is back for a 1 more year, 2A, $775. What's up with him? I mean, is he just an AHLer? Is this giving it one more tug at it and then go to the KHL? Like, I don't feel like he's even on the map with them anymore.
He's not on the map with them anymore. I don't think they could care at all.
I think they are done with him. They think he's not going to play the way they want him to play, and that's it. And he must have given him sort of a hard time about it or pouted or whatever. But it seems like he's not even on the map.
Maybe he's just happy, like not having to go back to Russia and
just play for $800,000.
Yeah. Well, what? And it's a 2-way deal. So in the AHL, he probably makes like $90,000 a year. Like that's a pretty good living,
pretty good salary.
So he's probably like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just be a good player in Providence. I'll make $90,000 if they call me up.
Right.
I'll
and I'll go to the KHL and make $200,000 or something. I'll make something in the KHL in the next 5 years, and then I'll be happy. Maybe he just doesn't have the drive. Maybe he doesn't.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's up. They're certainly not giving him an opportunity for a guy who's had multiple 25 goal plus seasons in the AHL. Usually those guys get a chance, but not on this team. On this team. We need all the fourth liners we can find instead.
Yeah, just pile them up.
Yeah,
pile them.
Just get as many as we can get.
You know which one they didn't get? Chirp 7. Milan Lucic gets a chance for the St. Louis Blues at 37. Is that what he is now? 37 years old. Hasn't played in 2 full calendar years.
Mm-hmm.
Guys cashed anyway. Monty is there. Was his coach, obviously, the last time he played NHL hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Giving him a chance. Look, it's fine if a guy gets another chance. Like, it's fine. I'm up for forgiveness and opportunity and whatever if he's rehabilitated. But at 37, why is it worth a chance? Like, if he was 28, 30, Like, yeah, but he's 37 and already probably cashed 4 years ago.
Yeah, is it a? Did they actually sign him to a contract? Or is it a?
It's a tryout.
All right,
which he probably won't make the team anyway, so it's probably a moot point. But why? I guess why bother? And there wasn't as much of an uproar as I thought about it. But why bother?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bother.
I think this is just.
Tell you what, though, I think you would find a large section of Bruins fans, if the Bruins offered him a PTO, would be happy about it.
Yes,
a large section.
If that was the Bruins, if that was the Bruins on that announcement day, I'm telling you right now, people out of the woodwork, he's back.
Oh yeah, no, huge. I'm telling you, 100%.
He's gonna staple people into the boards like he's back.
They would be excited. They would be. There would be some that would push back against his history and some of his off the ice problems, certainly. But I think there would be a large section.
Oh my God, maybe this would be the. And here's the thing:
have him back.
There's not a lot to be excited about, so this even enhances it more.
Sure.
Like if they were a wagon and he had really very limited chance to make the team, there would be some excitement. But this would be the one exciting thing that fans would have to hold on to for training camp, is to have this guy come back. When I didn't even want him back 2 years ago. Neither one of us did. We were like, what the hell? No, thanks. And then this is what happens, and I don't want him back again. I didn't want him here. When they traded him, I applauded it. Thought it was great. It was a great return. I thought it was great that they traded him at the time. He wasn't the same player.
No.
And he had 1 year in Edmonton, I think it was, where he was really good, or wherever it was, LA, or one good, and then he just tanked.
Like he had a couple of good years, but nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Damn, I wish we didn't get rid of him.
I know. I never said that.
He wasn't.
Never said it. So, hey, God bless. I don't know. It seemed pretty weird. But you can probably bet on the amount of games he'll play in the NHL on DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings Sportsbook is Boston's hometown sportsbook. It's live right here in Massachusetts. Bet local on all your favorite sports from the comfort of your own home with DraftKings. To celebrate, all new customers will receive up to $150 in bonus bets when you sign up for DraftKings Sportsbook using code ITR. You can now bet local on money lines, spreads, props, and more with one of America's top-rated sportsbooks. That's DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up with the code ITR to get up to $150 in bonus bets to use now that mobile sports betting is live in Massachusetts. That's code ITR only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
If your loved one is experiencing problems with gambling, call 800-327-5050 or visit helplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist, free and confidentially 24/7. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Mass. Eligibility restrictions apply, subject to regulatory licensing requirements. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as free bets. Terms at DraftKings.com/MA.
So there it is. You know what? I do have a quick beauty. I went to a bear fest and I had this Lucky Pigeon plumage beer that was actually better than it sounds. It was a good beer. I went to a beer fest that had what did they have? Definitive, some of the real Maine beers up there. Baxter,
Maine Lunch,
real good. The Maine Beer Company. They had some rare. Lone Pine was not there. This was in Skowhegan, further north, so it was not Portland area. But there is one at the Expo in Portland.
Okay.
Annually, that had like Lone Pine and Austin Street and Allagash and Shipyard and Bissell Brothers and all the heavy hitters from Maine. So, I mean, if you haven't been to Maine, this was an incredible summer weather-wise here in Maine. If you haven't been up to Maine, Portland area, and you like beer, then I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, you really should go.
It's like the brewery capital of the country.
We've done it a few times ourselves.
We have, and been asleep at 4:30 in the afternoon a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
You go hard. You go hard there.
Yeah.
But it's a great spot, especially on a great summer like this one is. And so that's kind of that was my most recent thing.
I don't have a bender. We should
no
one probably, but
I'll tell you what the bender is training camp starts on the 17th. Like, that's almost a month away. Like, for God's sakes, like, when they get eliminated, when they don't make the playoffs, it's torture. It's legitimately 6 months before meaningful hockey, like half the year.
Yeah. And I mean, I know you were talking too about the excitement and like if Luch had come back, that would have been something to get excited about. Let's talk about this real quick. Is there anything right now as you go into this season that you're excited about with the Boston Bruins?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well I'm going to say.
What are you actually excited about?
I'm not, and I'm going to say this.
You got him red fucking handed.
I did, but I'm going to say this. I haven't been not excited about the Bruins in 20 years, since 2005 probably.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, every year since, even in 2006 when they were bad, they had Sharon Savard, so it was on the way up. Then they had a good team in 2008. There was that team in 2008 that started to turn the corner. 2009, 10, they were great. 11, they won it.
Yeah.
Like, and then 13, they were there again. And 19, they were there again. Like, they've been kind of there, and you've had some hope, at least some hope, for 20 years.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I'm going to say the 2004, 2005, like in that range, like early Bergeron, like a second, third year in the season, was when I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this group? Like, I don't know what's going on in 2005. Like, 2004, 2005 in that range is probably the last time I was like, there's no way they're winning anything. So it's been a long time.
I mean, I was even when I knew they weren't going to win, there was a level of excitement still this year after the season they had a year ago, and to see the changes they made to the roster.
Yeah.
I'm not really excited for this season.
I'm not at all. I'm not at all. I just see it as they don't have enough scoring.
No.
Their defense is still shaky, although they do bring back their two best defensemen. I don't know what they're going to get from them, especially one of them in Lindholm. And then the other one hasn't played a full season in God's green earth.
Connor wants to check in.
Oh, he does? Okay.
I feel like Maddie is the prototypical Bruins fan right now. He has completely fucking forgot what this team is about, and he just automatically said, "Yep, I am ready and I'm excited for this season."
You're right. I mean,
you are?
I'm excited
going
about
through the team, and he said, "Yeah, I'm absolutely not excited for anything."
I'm excited about I'm excited about hockey again. I mean, that's what I'm
excited about hockey.
I'm not excited. I'm excited about doing this. I'm excited about getting into that. I'm excited about what it's going to bring, but I am not excited about the prospects of the team. No.
All of that is true. I am excited about hockey starting again. I'm excited about getting back to doing the lives and the post games and interacting with people and doing the pod and getting into all that stuff because it's fun and I enjoy it. I don't know why, because the team sucks. But I'll tell you one thing that I am excited about. It has to do with the Bruins, I guess, but it's James Higgins. I'm excited about James Higgins. I want to see James Higgins go to BC, and I want to see him dominate, and I want that team to be great. I want to see him win the Hobey Baker. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about James Higgins' development in his second year at BC, and to a lesser degree, the rest of the guys that are Bruins prospects at BC, I'm a little excited about.
I'm excited about that.
I want to see
I'm excited about
turn the page. I want to see Oscar Jelwick take a step forward. I want to see Andre Gasso take a step forward.
Yeah. I want to see Losh Mellis in Providence. Like, what kind of year you're going to have.
And Svedback, the Bruins are a little thin at goal now. So I'm excited about some of the younger prospects and how they can fit into the Bruins down the line. Like, is Higgins going to have a really great year and then sign like when BC season ends and then play with the Bruins at the end of this year? That's something you could be excited about is seeing maybe James Higgins get some games at the end of this season with Boston when they're long since out of it. But I guess that's kind of where my excitement will be. Now, don't get me wrong. If the Bruins start the season off well and somehow can find some scoring and they're playing well and Swayman's playing well and the defense is good and Pastrnak and Geekie still have that chemistry and Lindholm starts to play well, I'll hop on board. And they can disappoint me like they'll disappoint everyone else. But yeah, right now I'm not really excited about the prospects of the season for the Bruins this year.
And I'm not either. But hey, there's always miracles do happen.
Yes, they do.
And you know what? Maybe they come out in the first couple of games. They get at Washington and then Chicago at home. Maybe they go 2-0, and maybe we're like, wait a minute, here's some false hope. You know, here's some false hope in the post games. You know,
you should bet on DraftKings is how many times the Bruins are going to lose games like by giving up 5 or more goals like they did last year, or how many goals. Or let's do the over under. We should do a whole line of Bruins Benders props. It's too bad DraftKings doesn't put that stuff up on the website like with us.
It is.
Like they do with other people. But
it
should be a whole line of props, like how many goals will the Bruins give up in the last minute of a period this season? Like one of those 30.
We might, you know what? Let's make our own Benders odds.
We should.
We're gonna come up with a handful of odds and see what happens with them.
We should do our own futures like props.
Yes,
before the season starts.
Yeah.
Within training camp and say like over under on goals for Morgan Geekie, like over under goals.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Over under Mason Lohrei's plus minus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All
the things we question. All the things that we question.
We'll have we should do a live before the season starts, and
we should
bring that live. Yeah. We will ask the fans some of those.
Yeah.
Have
so
them.
It opens September 17th is open, so maybe something in that week there we do a live one night before the training camp starts and we get after it.
Maybe right before the training camp because I'm gone from the 10th to the 14th.
Okay, so maybe like the 15th or 16th, depending on what day
we're in there. We'll do a live right before training camp starts. We'll kind of preview the training camp. Yeah. Will that be the kickoff? Maybe that'll be the kickoff. A live
15th
season 5.
Yeah. The season 5 kickoff will be like the 15th or 16th of September, Monday or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday, we'll do a live, and we'll kick it off the start of season 5.
Oh, I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah, and we'll do some.
I love it.
Benders props and preview the season, what our season predictions are, all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, great. So buy your merch and bring your rocks glasses to the we'll do it the Tuesday night, the 16th, the night before training camp, 20% off with code Just Sorry John. Mm-hmm. Bring your rocks glasses, bring all your cynical behavior. Yeah. And we'll get after it live.
You're drinking
bring a buddy too.
Yeah, bring friends. Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
All right, great. Well, until then, as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye.